Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video on my channel. It's been a couple of months, but I am planning to upload more frequently again in the summer, but we'll see what happens. For today I want to introduce you to a book I read a while back. But before I will dive deeper into the book, I need you to understand that our world is a very complex system of processes, from plankton in the oceans to trees in the forest, and from volcanic activity to the flow of water. There are just so many factors involved. It's a complexity that we will never completely understand, because our world is constantly changing. We do understand quite a bit though, that's true. But with the climate change crisis right now, we don't know what will happen exactly in the future. There are just so many factors and so many unknowns that predicting the future is really difficult. But with the data we've gathered up till now, we can make some predictions. And that is what this book is about. The Uninhabitable Earth by Wallace Wells. The book discusses subjects from increasing temperatures to dying oceans, and from toxic air to an economic crisis. It covers many consequences of climate change, and many of them you might not have heard of. Today I'll be discussing the subjects you might not have thought of. The subjects are the following four: hunger, wildfire, dying oceans, and economic collapse. I'll start with hunger, because the problems of the modern time are caused by the exponential growth of the human population. Our world is getting so full that we are becoming a plague to the planet. Other species have a carrying capacity, which means that their numbers have a limit, due to food limitation and natural predators. We as humans have always found ways to stretch those boundaries. We have solved the natural predators problem by living in safe places and protecting ourselves. We have solved the food issue by inventing agriculture and exploiting it on a grand scale. For now we have enough food for nearly everyone, but that might change in the future due to the loss of pollinators like bees and the changes in our global climate. The rapidly changing climate results in additional heat and a lack of rain, which can make farms useless in the future. So we need to change our farming methods quick. Vertical indoor farming is developing at a good pace, but feeding billions and billions of people with it is very difficult and expensive. You simply can't place all plants and trees vertically. 6 layers of banana trees and palm oil plants on top of each other is just not the way to do it. It's an ineffective way of farming. Horizontal farming will therefore still be relevant, but at the moment we're not doing it correctly everywhere. Monoculture is a big problem for farmers. It causes the soil to lose its nutrients and make it unusable for the foreseeable future. And this is one of the reasons climate change is so urgent. Another urgency is wildfires, which is caused by more heat and the lack of rain due to climate change. In some countries forests are caused by drought, in others they are set on fire for agriculture, which is just sad to see, because we need trees to store carbon and maintain biodiversity, the very core of life on our planet. We always think that we are the superior species, but we shouldn't forget that we couldn't even exist without nature. Nature makes sure that we have a stable climate, that we have food and that we can survive and thrive. Nature can live without us, but we can't live without nature. Humans are actually disposable, if you look at it that way. The second to last subject I want to discuss is dying oceans. I've talked about it earlier, but I will come back to it again and again, because it's such a major problem which not a lot of people see. You probably know about coral bleaching, the whitening of the corals due to warmer waters, or the low number of whales due to whale hunting a couple of decades ago. But oceans are dying because of other factors too. The major factors are caused by climate change right now, but a part we still can't explain. That's due to the fact that the oceans are so massive that we just haven't had the time and resources to explore it all. And because we know so little of it, we shouldn't mess with its dynamics without knowing what the consequences will be. The documentary Seaspiracy, which is live on Netflix, is a good example of how we are exploiting and destroying our planet, just for a piece of fish on our plate. We might be the all-powerful species, but we don't use it for the better right now. We are more like villains than heroes. So you see that just these 3 problems already have a major impact on humans. And all these combined actually have a severe impact on our economy and will result in an economic collapse. Maintaining food production will become super expensive, and due to the loss of biodiversity and extra carbon in the atmosphere, the climate will be unpredictable. More storms and a rising sea level that will make whole cities evacuate. The increase of the human population doesn't help this issue either. We will ask for more resources while there are not more of it. Another problem is caused by deforestation. Trees are cut down and the soil lays completely open. Extreme rain and wind will turn these areas into mudslides and make it completely unusable for agriculture or urban cities. All these problems have to be solved or worked around to maintain the human population. This costs money, a lot of it. So much that economic instability will be a result. Right now, we even see political instability. Some parties don't believe in climate change, and other politicians know that it happens but take too little action. That is why you need to take action as well. We can't wait years to get the appropriate laws and regulations. This generation will determine the future of our little blue planet, the only one that's inhabitable in this way. We shouldn't turn it in an uninhabitable Earth. Thank you for watching this video, and subscribe to my channel if you're interested to hear more about this book or other climate change topics. And I'll see you in the next one. If you want to buy this book, you can. I'll put some links in the descriptions if you want to buy it. But for now, see you in the next one.